So as I sit here on the side of the road, waiting on this trailer place to call me back to see if they have these springs and all in stock, I'm seriously contemplating just deadheading home from New York. I don't know if it's these bullshit riots that are going on that has people shutting down. I don't know if it's shutting down or whatever, but the load boards seem to be trash right now, and people are still running the loads. I don't understand. A TQL load yesterday we called about 40 feet long, going to Kansas. They were trying to get it for $1.14 a mile, and I called them up. I said, I can't do it for $1.14 a mile. I'll do it for $1.75 a mile. Oh no, we can't do that. I'm like, so you expect people to run for $1.14? He's like, what do you mean $1.14? He's like, we're offering, what was he offering? It's like $1,600 or something. He's like, that's good money. I was like, $1,600? I said, what you guys behind the desks don't realize is that's what it costs to run the truck empty. If I was just to drive across the country empty, that's what it's going to cost. But it's a light load. It's only 6,000 pounds. I'm like, I don't care if it's 6,000 pounds. My tires don't care if it's 6,000 pounds. I can't go to the gas station and be like, it's only 6,000 pounds, because it doesn't care. So I don't know. I do know I can't run a heavy load on this trailer with the way these springs are. I wish I could just flip the axles, but the axles are curved, and if you flip them, then it'll make the tires even worse, because as they sit, the axle's curved to where when you put a load on it, the tires flatten out and go straight up and down. So I need 4 springs, 8 U-bolts. She knows they have the springs, but she doesn't know if they have the U-bolts, so that's what I'm waiting on right now. And we're gonna have to deadhead a little bit over an hour to go pick it up. So you guys know from my last trailer, I couldn't get the nuts off of any of the U-bolts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and have the U-bolts, because I know when I go to take these off, if I don't have the U-bolts, then I'm gonna be screwed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buy the U-bolts, buy the springs, which are $68 a piece for some crazy reason, and just be ready. I may buy something to cut them off with, because I don't have my breaker bars, so I can't even break the nuts off if I wanted to. And I don't have a heat gun. People are gonna be like, just heat it up and break them off. Yeah, because I carry a torch in the truck. But yeah, that's the situation. Currently just sitting alongside of the road. It took us probably an hour just to find somewhere I could pull over and do measurements, because we're way out in the middle of nowhere, and there's absolutely no cell phone service here. So you can't even really look at the load board, because you'll be like swiping down and then it'll be like, oh, application error, no internet connection. Or you'll find a load and you'll try to call them and you'll be, yeah, I'm calling about the, click, no service. I'm so tired of the Northeast. I want to get out of here so bad. I had no idea it was going to be this hard to get out of this crap hole. So I don't know. Let's wait on a phone call. All right, so they have the bolts. There's a Lowe's along the way, so I'm going to stop here and get a angle grinder. Someone mentioned, why don't you carry an angle grinder on your truck? And kind of ridiculous to have to carry all these tools, and I probably won't keep this tool on. But I bought that Cobalt impact wrench with the tires and stuff off, so I may just I might buy that one, because a battery powered grinder is nice to have. I mean, I wouldn't keep it on the truck, but it'd be nice to have around the house. So I may get that. And then Lita's booking us a load right now, picking up in Fort and New York, going to somewhere in Ohio. And it's an old truck. It's an old ramp bed truck. They posted it for $900. It's going like 580 miles. And then after a couple of minutes, they dropped it down to 800. Like, it's like, call him back, see if he'll do 900. And he acted like he didn't want to. So finally, we talked him into it. It's not going to be good, but it's whatever, you know. All right, so we are in Tractor Supply parking lot. Everybody is sold out of these 9/16 these spring bolts. I've been everywhere, so it looks like I'm gonna have to reuse them. So my original plan was we were gonna cut it off and just replace them with all new ones. Now, since I have to keep them, I had to buy a breaker bar, so I'm gonna be working on that. And I just want to show some measurements. We're going to take some measurements, some before and after, to see if these springs are actually going to help some. Alright, so I got the front axle done. I accidentally dropped the grinder and broke the only cutting disc that came with it. So yay, I get to buy some cutting discs, and they only sell a 15 pack for 15 bucks. I mean, I can always use these at home or whatever, but it doesn't seem to be helping it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the back. Maybe the springs will be a little bit stiffer. Maybe those are just too soft now. I have no idea. I think a lift kit is in the future of this trailer for sure, like we did on the Big Tex, because putting the axle on the bottom of the spring gives you so much more travel than the way they have these things set up, you know. All right, because there's no truck stops or anything near where Redneck Trailer Sales Parts place is, told Lita to see if she could find a hotel room. Can't find any hotel rooms around there that we can fit in either. I need a shower. I'm disgusting. My arms are gross. I stink. And so we have to go north, away from the trailer parts place, by about 10 minutes or 10 miles. I can't remember what she said. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just drop the trailer there in the morning, shoot down and grab the part, and then run back to the truck stop, and then we'll have to finish it up there. So as of right now, the only thing that we have done are the front springs. I wasn't even going to take the back springs off because I would have to undo those bolts out of the equalizer box and then have to put them back in. I'm like, screw that. So I'm hoping the equalizer box is one of the reasons that the tires are getting jacked up too. It could be. Who knows? I don't know that these springs were the issue. I thought it would raise it up a whole lot more. Of course, we only have the front done so far. I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow. So let's go to the truck stop. Just took a shower over here at the Scotty's Restaurant truck stop. They should name it to I'm gonna screw these truckers hard because they don't have another choice. This is the same place that I spent over $5 per gallon for the DEF. So we go in there to get a shower. The only place in the world that's ever charged me more because Lita was gonna have a shower with me. Normally, they'll give you 2 showers for the price of 1. These people are like, nah, we're gonna charge you extra. $16 for that shower. But then she started talking about a $5 deposit. I'm like, oh, okay, so my $5 deposit is part of that $16. I was like, so if I said if I keep the key, or if you keep my $5, then the shower's mine forever, right? She's like, oh no, you still have to give me $5. I'm like, what for? She said the deposit. So you bring the key back. I was like, oh, I thought that was part of the 16. She said, no, the 16's for the shower. It's a $5 deposit for the key on top of that. I'm like, what the? $16 for a shower? I think it was an extra $5 for another person. Like, holy smokes. Highway robbery. Ooh, it's getting dark out here. 9 o'clock at night. Pretty big truck stop though. My GPS says it holds 100 trucks. I think there's more than 100 trucks here. This lot goes way back there. Anyways, I'm going to try to wake up early enough that I could be at Redneck Trailer Supply right when they open at 8 o'clock. So we got everything cut off on that side, and I just cut the bolt like I did the other side on the other side, so it'll be good to go as far as, oh, I got the nut off that other side too, so hopefully it'll go quick tomorrow. I'm gonna leave Lita here with the trailer and to do some laundry and to watch the trailer. So hopefully I can get back and she can look for a load while I'm gone too, and maybe we can get this thing knocked out and this thing will stop eating up tires. So I'm going to bed. Just arrived at Redneck Trailer Supplies. They are not a sponsor. They're taking all my money. Essential customers only. Okay, let's check it out. Doorbell behind you. Ring this doorbell. Bam, look at that. 6 feet. All right, so that side, golly, it's so windy. It's 36 3/4. Let's see what this side is. 37. I don't know. I don't honestly have time to mess with it anymore. I'm gonna tighten everything down and I'm gonna hit the road. So we are sitting in Oriskany, New York, picking up what we thought was a tractor. They said it was a 3-wheel tractor and that we needed ramps all the way across. I was like, well, Lita told him, she's like, well, we've done 3-wheel tractors. We don't have ramps all the way across, but we have 2 extra ramps. They're like, yeah, okay, that'll work. It's only like $700 on like 880 miles. Just trying to get out of New York because it's a cesspool up there. The loads are terrible. I don't know how anybody's supposed to survive off of these rates. So I've quit hot-shotting probably 16 times in the last 2 hours. Just fed up with these brokers and these rates and everything else. We just grabbed 2 more loads. I think I shot myself in the foot. I don't think the rates are going to be very good, and I'm not even sure what to say. I don't know. We've got one going to, one picks up in Pennsylvania, one picks up in Ohio, one drops in Wisconsin. The tractor's going to drop in Wisconsin. Something else is going to drop in Indiana, and the other one's going to drop in Minnesota. So, I don't know. That's the update. We got here and they're saying it's not a tractor, it's something else, but no, the person that's going to load it isn't here and isn't going to be here for like 45 minutes, so it's a hurry up and wait situation, I guess. I'll show you when we get it. Trying to look at what I'm looking at. It won't switch around. There we go. There we go. All right. There it is. It's supposed to be 3,500 pounds. He said it may be up to 5,000. So we got to go weigh this thing because we have 2 more partials we have to put up front, and then maybe even something else. Hoping I can find something else. The other 2 are supposed to be 20 feet long, so they should fit up there without me moving this. He did show me how to drive this thing. This is what, it's an asphalt sealer machine. So, he said there's good money in it, that I should probably check into doing this, because that's how he built this entire thing, is just resealing asphalts. And it looks like he's doing pretty good, so he probably knows what he's talking about. Of course, this is, we're in New York somewhere. Might be a little different down in Hicksville, Georgia, you know. But Lita's writing up a BOL because they did not have one. Looking sexy as usual. Yeah, there's an office around there. And then we're gonna hit the road. Oh, well, it's been a stressful week. We've got that thing on the back there. That goes to somewhere in Wisconsin. Then we've picked up a partial that picks up in somewhere in Pennsylvania. Huntington, Pennsylvania. That one will go to Columbus, Indiana. And we've also picked up a partial in Ohio that goes to Minnesota. I think I screwed us. I don't think it's going to be very good. It's just a bunch of shitty loads, to be completely honest. We grabbed this trying to get out of New York, and I think I freaked out. Today's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I think I freaked out. Fearful that I would have to run this by itself, and I didn't want to run it by itself. And I couldn't find anything else. I don't know. I'm so frustrated. I've quit 16 times today. I'm so pissed off. I can't wait to get out of this industry. I just can't believe the rates. You know, we did decent when we first came out. I don't know if it's the riots have places shut down or what, but it's so bad right now. I don't even know what to say or do anymore. We'll be at our we'll be close to our pickup in Hamilton, Pennsylvania for the morning. I've got a pilot punched in over there, and then oh, I need to weigh, by the way. I need to weigh this. The guy's like, it's I said, you know how much weighs? He's like, about 3,500 pounds, maybe 5,000. I'm like, there's a big difference. What's up, gorgeous? Just venting.
Yeah.
Telling them how I've quit like 16 times today. Yeah. And the day's still not over, so I may quit a few more times. Might be a truck and a trailer for sale here shortly. I could find out where it was coming from.
Sounds like it's coming from like the east part.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, right?
Not in here, but like back there. We were driving up. Like the wells and stuff.
I didn't want to block the forklift over there. Alright, so because there's no truck stops near where we're going to be dropping our first parcel, which is those aluminum rails, there's a Walmart that we're going to stay at. Since we didn't get a shower last night, we just stopped by this pilot. We're going to grab a shower real fast. And I think we got like 4 hours to get to the Walmart left. And I think I have like 6 hours of driving still, so we're going to shoot in here and grab a shower so that we're not laying in sweaty filth from loading this stuff today. Yes, hey, I'm looking for a slipper spring. Alright. So we're headed to drop off this aluminum. And we call the guy to let him know that we're on our way. And the guy's like, I'm not there. I'm not gonna be there. He's like, I'm an hour away. And we're like, wait a second. We called somebody and somebody said they were gonna be there Saturday. He's like, it wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, but let me make some phone calls. And I go back through my phone and I look, and we called the place we were picking up. We didn't call the place we were dropping off, which doesn't make any sense because I called the number that you gave me to call.
Yeah.
Was the 84 lumber that we picked up, which we didn't know at the time. But we were like, yeah, we're delivering some aluminum rails. I mean, I guess they're like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. We're gonna be here.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the thing is, like, a lot of people you talk to still don't know, even if we had called the right number. Like,
yeah,
they don't know what's going on, and they don't expect the shipment. But like,
anyways, so now we get to hand unload all this aluminum railing, which it probably won't be bad. I mean, it's aluminum. How heavy can it be, right? And if it's too heavy, I'll make Lita do it by herself.
okay.
So, all right. And then we're in the middle of calling around trying to find a spring. The tow truck's pulling us, by the way. We're not driving. All right, Lita called a trailer place in the wrong direction, the direction we just came from. Anyways, they have one spring in stock. So instead of going and dropping this aluminum, since we have to hand unload it anyways, this trailer place closes at 12. It's now, is it 8:47? Is that right?
Yeah.
8:47. We're gonna run over and grab the spring, and then we'll come and unload this aluminum piping, or she will. I'll let her unload it all, and I'll swap the spring out. All right, we just arrived. Gotta drop all this aluminum off. They said we can unload it by a curb somewhere. And I'm thinking, you think maybe he was talking along this concrete thing here?
Probably like right here.
Oh, you think along the fence here?
Yeah.
All right, let's get to work. All right, it's unloaded off to the side, whatever. All of that for 400 bucks. Now it is our fault that nobody was here to unload, because we did call the wrong person. And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be there. Not sure why they'd say they were gonna be here, but definitely not the number we called. We called the pickup number. So, oh well, I'm gonna throw these pallets off. I stole some pallets from over here. We'll replace those with these, and we're gonna hit the road again. Okay, all right, so we're done and loaded. I thought about sliding this tank over to the middle of the trailer, but I'm gonna see if we can find something else to throw along here. Finding loads on Saturday are very, very unlikely, but usually if it's a Saturday load, they do pay very well. So don't ever take a load that's a Saturday load cheap. Don't take anything cheap. Don't do like I did on this trip and take this cheap shit. Right. And don't go to New York either, because that sucks.